Hello, everybody. I want to talk about something I call prove it. There are some who believe that education is more important than experience, or that experience is more important than education. There's others that believe that opinions are more relevant than fact, while others believe that facts should rule the day. Both these statements underlie a key question that's often raised in our interaction with others, whether they be friends, employees, coworkers, or acquaintances. And that question is, how do we, or how should we, value what other people think or believe? Or more importantly, how can we encourage others to place greater value or respect on our own opinions, thoughts, and beliefs? In general, one achieves great value and respect from what they think or what they believe by focusing on the following. First, an acknowledgement that facts nearly always win and rule an argument. One can argue against facts, statistics, theories, studies, and histories. They may interpret them differently, but facts can rarely be dismissed. Or you get into a situation where you say, contrary to all evidence that ever has been produced, I believe. And once you say that, it becomes increasingly difficult to convince your audience of the righteousness of your argument. So facts nearly always win an argument. If you want to have the greatest chance to influence someone else, the best way to do it is to convince them of what you know. Second, the further you deviate from facts, statistics, theories, and studies, the more you rely upon your personality and persuasive abilities to rule the day, either verbally or in writing. Opinions, thoughts, and beliefs are respected in direct proportion to the reputation of their holder. All others rely on facts, statistics, theories, and studies to prove their worth. And in essence, your opinion is only as valuable as your reputation. It's almost like a continuum. On one end, you have facts, statistics, theories, and studies. On the other is your opinion. The more you move from facts and statistics to just talking about your opinion and what you believe, the more important your reputation is to carry the day. And here's an example. If you're a Secretary of State of the United States and you're talking about international relations, and you say, my opinion is, it's going to carry much weight than if I, who've never worked for the Secretary of State, never been a Secretary of State, or have no experience in the Secretary of State, would believe. The weight, the value, the respect that you would have for the opinion of the Secretary of State would certainly be much more than you would have for what I say. That's because I've deviated much further from facts, statistics, theories, and studies. I know much more and am leaning much more on simply my opinion. Third is that you always have to prove it. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Gone is the day when you can stand up and say, I have this education, I have this experience, and therefore believe everything that I say. That may have worked 100 years ago or 200 years ago. It may have worked if you were a religious person or a political person. Today, we want you to prove it. That means that you're going to have to rely upon either facts or statistics, your ability to persuade, or just your aura to get your point across. But today, you're going to have to prove what you know. And lastly, in some limited cases and circumstances, one's intuition may be right, and you should follow one's intuition. Regardless of all the facts and statistics, the intuition, your gut instinct, may rule the day. But those circumstances are very few, and you're only as valuable as the experiences that you've had, ones that create that gut instinct that some may value. This is why some people may go to a wise man or a wise woman at some point in their life, somebody who's lived a varied and detailed, exciting, even troubling life, because they know they've experienced much of what a younger person is expected to experience in their life, and there's much that they can learn from that person. The Chinese have a great saying that the 70-year-old man can learn from the 71-year-old man. That's a great saying. So there you have it. How do you value opinions and beliefs? How can you create more value for your own opinion and beliefs? First is remember that facts almost always rule the day. Base your argument on facts and you have a better chance of winning the argument. Second, the further that you deviate from facts and statistics, the more you rely upon your reputation. In these instances, build a reputation of somebody who's competent and can articulate their thoughts, and you have a better chance of winning an argument when maybe the facts aren't on your side. Third is you always have to prove it. You really can't, in every circumstance, rely on your reputation. You have to prove what you know. And lastly, there are times when you should rely upon your gut instinct, but those should be few. You should only rely on those gut instincts if you have the level and the breadth and depth of experience where a gut instinct may prove wise in that circumstance. Thanks, everybody. I hope you have a great day.